A lot of big news hitting the fan today. We got a lot of big news. Oh boy, I told y'all, man. Every single day is you just never know what's next, man. But everything we've been talking about, everything we've been calling out, you know, it's happening. It is happening. You guys, have been amazing, man. I love y'all, and I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. 2024. We're living in the biggest history yet, man. The most darkest and craziest times, man. Yeah. What we've seen take place, not just in these last couple of weeks, months, but these last couple of years, man. Boy. Millions of people, man, struggling. America, complete laughingstock. Millions struggling. Dying, have died. I want y'all to know, man, we live in a very, very fast time travel, and this is why I wish the best in everybody's life. We don't give up about your skin color, about your age, about nothing. We don't where you're from. If you've done this and that, we don't care, man. We don't care if you're blue, red, if you stand on this side or this side. I want to tell you that I love you. A lot of people, there's tons of people on here that are not going to agree with what I'm saying or think what I'm, I should say this or that, but still, I want to tell you that I love you. I don't care. I read comments last night saying, Rick, I'm unsubscribing. You should have just kept reacting to music, and we still react to music. We just we got to deal with copyright strikes and claims, and we almost lost the channel. But those people that said that don't care, they don't care at all. They don't know what it's like over here, But boy, we got some more news, man. And like I tell y'all, man, they are shaking out their shoes. The Secret Service failure, all the news coming out with this Secret Service deal, boy, it's not looking good at all. Then she appeared at the RNC, should have resigned, and went to went to the corner store and got her a cold Pepsi. Just go back to cracking open Pepsis. Just saying. But we are not stupid, man. And we know what's going on. Huge shout out to everybody, man, that's been showing so much love and support for real. I wouldn't be here without you guys, man. I love y'all, man. God bless all you and your families, for real. Through these dark, crazy times that we're living in, man. The disgrace. What they've allowed to happen, man. A disgrace, man. Just being honest. But let's go and jump into this one, man. We got this one coming from Liberal Hive Mind. A couple y'all sent this one over for me to react to and check out. Let's go and jump into it, man.
It happened. There's a 3D render that everybody's talking about. I want to take a look at it. Let's have a conversation. Of course, we got a lot to talk about. We got some stuff to get into. So let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so let's first start off with the clip. Here's an animated grayscale 3D render showing us all the details about what happened on that day. Take a look.
This is a 3D illustration of how many bullets were fired and their trajectory that struck 3 people at the Trump rally on July 13th, 2024. This is the area we're going to focus in on. Here you can see the 3 victims that were injured by gunfire and where they were standing in the bleachers. We're going to turn around and demonstrate exactly where these bullets came from.
Oh, wow.
This model represents Thomas Crooks. His position can be seen here in this image, which illustrates exactly where he was. Turning around, we can see the path of all the bullets that were fired from this location. I placed a 10-foot red disc downrange to represent what an average shooter could hit easily. Now let's take a look at this first shot fired. Coming from our key location, bullet 1 grazes President Trump's ear. This is the same bullet that hits a spectator in the stands. We know this through video evidence. As President Trump is talking, the first shot rings out just after he says, "Take a look at what happened."
Something that said, take a look what happened.
We can see the vapor trail of a bullet strike, which is the same bullet that struck President Trump's ear a split second earlier, and this video is this location here. Back at the podium, President Trump is shot and grabs his ear, falling to the ground as more shots rang out. In total, there were 7 or 8 shots, so let's rewind and watch this at regular speed.
Take a look at what happened.
Man, I know a lot of y'all say this and that about technology, the AI, and the stuff that we have now, but boy. And again, thank y'all for sending me this video. I really appreciate y'all, man. Because everything we know, everything that's going on, I'm also learning as well with you guys, and I'm blessed and thankful that we get to make videos like this and show people what's actually going on. Keep you guys updated, man. Because this thing is getting, wow.
With all that gunfire, it's easy to understand how these spectators were injured, even though they were not the target.
And we want to send our love and condolences to the Carpenter family. Rest in peace to Corey, man. And we send our love and prayers out to anyone still affected by this. July 13th, man, 2024, a very historic moment, man.
Including the sole spectator who lost his life that day. As we circle around, we can see how all the paths of the bullets were hitting in the location of this forklift machine, causing one of the hydraulic hoses to burst.
Holy frickin' moly. You know, I'm not usually one to say this kind of thing, but in this case, I'm sure we're all thinking the exact same thing. It feels like divine intervention. Yeah. How close was that? The shooter had a direct line of sight on the president, and by pure miracle, seemingly by God's hand, Donald Trump just happened to look at the big screen at the Jumbotron the moment that trigger was first pulled. What are the chances? Now, there's a couple other viral videos as well, again, really depicting visually how close this was. I want to show you guys those as well.
Take a look what happened.
You know, just astonishing, truly miraculous. You know, like I've mentioned previously, 1 inch closer, just an inch towards the right, a slight little, probably from that distance, millimeter adjustment to the right, and the course of American history would have been forever altered. But of course, not only did this clip show us just how close it was, it also, again, visually shows us how ridiculous this whole ordeal was. You know, the fact that we have a digital reenactment here, just casually going through the motions. Oh, well, you know, there was just a shooter perched up on the roof there, right across the field. The fact that that's even a thing, again, totally mind-boggling. And it's this shot right over here that's the most shocking. I mean, just look how obvious it was. You have a slightly sloped roof and a head popping over with a scope, and the response from Secret Service, not a care in the world. Brings us right back to the same question. You know, I'd love to give all this intricate, eloquent analysis of the events, but really it all boils down to one word. How? How was this allowed to happen? It's literally the most obvious, high-priority threat location. And that on its own, in isolation, isn't even the worst part. Because it's one thing if it's a high-priority risk location where the perpetrator made some maneuvers and got there really quick and just, you know, happened to go on a stealth mission, evading all law enforcement personnel in the process. You know, it's one thing if that was the case, but as we keep learning, that's not how it happened at all. They spotted this character acting suspiciously, not just once, not just twice, but on 4 separate occasions before the first shot rang off. They saw him 4 times being in places where he shouldn't have been, doing things that he shouldn't have been doing, and not a single thing was done. You know, the whole point of this video is to get a very clear, sober accounting of the events while we're starting to get a more detailed report.
This morning, new insight into the final moments of a 20-year-old would-be assassin, as we are seeing new pictures of Thomas Matthew Crooks right before Saturday's shooting. Local police taking these pictures when they first noticed the shooter, and these pictures of the items found on the roof, including a black cell phone and a gray wireless transmitter authorities say he intended to use to remotely detonate explosives in his car. A source with knowledge of the investigation telling ABC News about the searches found on the gunman's phone, the date of Trump's rally, major depressive disorder, the Democratic National Convention, and bomb making. Images of FBI Director Christopher Wray, Attorney General Merrick Garland, and other public figures found on the phone as well. And investigators are looking into whether the shooter used a drone to surveil the rally site sometime before the shooting. We are also learning it's possible the attack could have been thwarted as late as 6 minutes before the first shot was fired. At 5:41 Saturday evening, a sniper with the local SWAT team put out a description of a suspect lurking around the ARG building. 24 minutes later, a radio call. That suspect spotted at picnic tables carrying a backpack. 1 minute later, the sniper who first noticed him left his position and went to meet a patrol officer. 2 police vehicles moved in position, but at 6:12, those shots rang out.
All right, so Phil Lipoff right here with more on that. And Phil, what stands out to you the most about what we're learning here?
Well, Gio, I think it's twofold. First, the shooter's preparation. As this investigation proceeds, we are realizing this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment thing. He had that detonator we just saw in those new pictures that connected to explosives in his car. Investigators looking into the fact that he may have flown a drone over this site in the days prior just to get a lay of the land. And then the second part of this is the timeline. As they're putting together this comprehensive timeline, we're realizing he was there. They knew he was there an hour and 2 minutes before the shooting, and then just 6 minutes before a sniper left his position to go and find a local officer to find him, and then the shots were fired.
Just incredible to think about that and see all of the new timelines that we're seeing here. What's the latest and what's the next part of this investigation?
Well, obviously motive is a big deal. Everybody's still trying to figure out. Some of these shootings, you have a manifesto, you have a note left behind, whatever.
And this is now a week in, and we still don't know.
This is a week in, and they saw the searches on his phone. He searched for the DNC as well as former President Trump's rally. He searched for other politicians. So motive, but motive is almost secondary, if you think about it, to the fact that this was allowed to happen in the first place. That this information in this hour before didn't get back to Secret Service commanders there, or we don't know that for the fact. But Secret Service commanders didn't know about it on the scene, and they took the shot after he was able to take shots. So the head of the Secret Service is going to be on Capitol Hill Monday answering those questions.
And some big questions ahead. All right,
Absolutely.
Phil Lipoff, thank you so much as always.
So let's go through that. At 5:05 p.m., Crooks was seen walking outside the window with a sniper team inside. One of the snipers inside saw him looking up to the roof and observing the building and then disappearing. At 5:41 p.m., he came back with a rangefinder, sat down, looked at his phone, and at that point, one of the snipers took a picture of him, took out his rangefinder, and the sniper radioed the command post. And then at 6:05 p.m., Crooks returned for a third time with a backpack. The snipers called in with the information that he had a backpack and said that he was walking towards the back of the building. Now, of course, some people might say maybe they didn't have enough time to react. He looped around the building, went to the roof, and shot right away. There wasn't any time to react, but the first shot was fired at 6:11 p.m. So from 6:05 to 6:11, they simply made a phone call. Hey, this guy's going around the building. I spotted him with a rangefinder 20 minutes prior. Now he's got a backpack. He's moving all kinds of gear and looking at the top of the building here. He's using a rangefinder on the counter snipers. He was suspicious enough, apparently, to call into the post command and to take a photo of him, but not to act, not to secure the back of that building, not to stop him, search him, interrogate him. Make it frickin' make sense. It simply doesn't, and I keep asking the exact same question, how? Now, of course, we don't have those answers, so we really don't have much to conclude here, but I will conclude the video by saying, once again, thank the Lord that President Trump is okay and ready to fight another day. It was so close to letting a seriously sinister, evil force seize the day. Anyways,
Amen. Prayers for Trump in the comments. I do want to just send my prayers to you guys and your family. My love to you, man, because we're living in the most craziest, darkest times yet, man. Biggest history yet. We are living in it, baby. Boy. God works in mysterious ways, man. Thank God he's still here. And we're able to continue to fight, man. We got to continue to fight. Yes, indeed. Big news is dropping as I'm recording this video. Biden just dropped out the 2024 presidential race. So, hey, it's a lot that's going to happen, you guys. I hope y'all are ready, man. I hope y'all are ready. This thing is going to get interesting every single day. Even more interesting. Even more sweeter. Even more spicier. So I hope you're ready. But hey, let me know what y'all think. Comment down below. I love y'all. And hey, spread that love, baby. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, y'all.